If you are really concerned that a loved one with autism and global developmental delays might never reach their learning potential, then this video may be the most important message you hear today. Hi there, this is Charlene Proctor, and I help families with children on the autism spectrum. Throughout this video, I will show you how simple and easy to implement strategies can help maximize the learning potential of someone with autism and associated developmental delays. As you may know by now, autism can be a really confusing disorder to understand and sometimes even more complex to diagnose, and trying to decipher through the information that's out there can leave a person feeling like they need a medical degree. As a result, many parents feel confused, worried, and frustrated. You will more than likely need multiple therapy interventions, which can also be financially draining. Parents can often be left feeling completely frustrated as they want to do more for their children, but they just don't know how. Questions may start to consume your mind like, does my child really have autism? What will his or her future be like? How can I understand what they are thinking and feeling? What can I do to enhance my autistic child's future? The Autism Society of America states that research indicates that early identification is associated with dramatically better outcomes for individuals with autism. The earlier the child is diagnosed, the earlier the child can begin benefiting from one of the many specialized intervention approaches to treatment and education. I have also come across the misconception of, if you've seen one child with autism, you've seen them all. But this is just not the case. Each child develops independently and can present with different physical and neurocognitive challenges. Coming from our background of studies, I have always added developmental strategies into the holistic treatment intervention. However, much of the information I'm about to share with you has not been easily accessible until now. So what exactly are these associated developmental delays, and why is it so important that these issues get addressed immediately? Because according to many of the top institutions and specialists, the earlier an autistic child starts a program, the better the symptoms can be treated. Developmental delays can occur in several different areas. Your child may have strengths in one area, yet struggle in other areas of development. However, all these areas in development are crucial to allow for maximizing your child's potential to learn. These areas of development may include gross motor, fine motor, brain hemisphere integration, oral motor, and visual perception. Gross motor development refers to the stability and strength of the large muscles of the body. Delays in this area can be seen by children preferring to sit in the M position on the floor or rather using a chair. These children often battle to climb up jungle gyms, jump, run, and are often seen as clumsy. Fine motor development. This refers to the small muscles of the body often found in the fingers, hands, and wrists. Children that present with fine motor difficulties will find it difficult to hold a crayon without having to revert to a fist grip. They will struggle to use scissors and lack control with the manipulations of objects in their hands. Brain hemisphere integration. This is such an important stage of development that many children seem to battle with, especially boys. Brain hemisphere integration is necessary for hand dominance, language development, coordination of actions, as well as reading and writing. Oral motor development. As many kids on the spectrum struggle with language development and articulation, they will often need the assistance of a speech therapist. Often, children that present with weak muscle tone struggle to control the movements on their mouth needed to articulate words. This is important to be able to strengthen your child's muscles in their mouth, as well as stimulate expressive communication skills. Visual perception skills. These are necessary to allow for your child to draw, read, write, discriminate distances, and position in space and time. This area of development is also an area whereby I've seen many children struggle. Delays in this area can also lead to the child seeming clumsy. If your child presents with delays in some or all of these areas, it is important to have effective intervention to help them overcome these challenges. So often specialized therapies for these developmental delays are so expensive and can literally run into thousands of dollars, and may often take months, even years of intervention, as time spent with your child is often limited. By now you're probably asking, who am I and why am I telling you this? Well, again, my name is Charlene Proctor, and I'm the author of Overcoming Developmental Delays in Autism. I'm a full-time autism therapist, and I help families with children on the spectrum overcome the challenges and delays associated with autism. And the reason I'm sharing this information with you today is simple. Every day I see families that are concerned, confused, and in a position of uncertainty about how best to help their loved one with autism. And sometimes going down this path with autism can feel like a very scary place. And even though there are great and helpful therapies to assist your child's social functioning, you may still have to overcome keeping up in the classroom. Because your child may be able to attend mainstream school, yet the gaps in their development can leave them at a serious disadvantage. And I want you and your child to have a head start in closing down developmental gaps, because the sooner you start, the better. And that's why I created Overcoming Developmental Delays in Autism. It's a 5-module workbook that goes through each one of the developmental areas and provides you with practical exercises and tasks you can start with immediately in assisting your child, ultimately giving them the best chance of succeeding. This manual has been carefully put together for parents and caregivers to actively start assisting in their child's development, providing you with the how-to and putting you back in control. But I want to get one thing clear. This is not one of those books that are filled with theories, signs, and symptoms. This is a step-by-step practical manual that you can follow simply and easily without all the jargon. You won't need a medical degree to make your way through this one. This manual was designed and put together for the parent or caregiver that simply wants to combat the challenges associated with developmental delays in autism without all the fluff. Bottom line is, this workbook is for the parent or caregiver that is ready to take massive action and start getting results. With your investment in Overcoming Developmental Delays in Autism, you'll get immediate access to the full manual, with its 5 modules that break down each of the key areas of developmental delays and then take you step by step through a range of practical exercises and movements you can implement straight away. Plus, I'm going to be throwing in some free bonus gifts for you as well. You'll be getting a copy of my Children's Fun Letterland activity book. This is over 80 pages of interactive and creative ideas you can use to help your child. You will also get a copy of my Children's Fun Numbers activity book as well. This book contains all the necessary ways of teaching your child counting and number concepts whilst providing you with practical and fun activities. As a special bonus for all those who take action right now, in the next 10 minutes, I'm also going to be throwing into this package Turning Scribbles into Writing. This activity book will take you through all the necessary stages of drawing that will ultimately allow your child to write and form letters and words. This is your opportunity to take my years of study and thousands of hours of therapy experience, all combined into a simple, easy to digest manual. You'll learn how to assist your child with tried and tested, workable and practical information. The funny thing is that I never set out to compile a series of books, but it became clear when each and every family I have worked with have needed intervention of some sort to overcome areas of developmental delays. So I decided to knuckle down and put together this comprehensive set and share the information to all parents and caregivers who are wanting to assist their child's learning capacity immediately. In fact, I'm so certain that by applying the information you learn in this manual, you will achieve measurable results, that I have put all the risk on me, and I'm offering a full 30-day 100% money-back guarantee, which means you can grab a copy risk-free, go through everything and put it to use, with your only concern being how fast will you start seeing the beginnings of results.